Hi everyone, this is Quoth. Now it is a time for a third episode on every act in the game and what to farm there with the budget characters. As usual, you can see budget character definition on the screen, and meanwhile I would like to mention that the next act will be already on the D2R graphics. I will port some of my single player characters just to have a modern showcase. Act 3 is rather long, so let's start right away. Lower Kurast. This area is level 80, but that doesn't really matter, as we are not going to kill anyone here. The main reason why LK is so popular is because of super chests. Without going too much into details, super chests have defined drops, around 65,000 patterns, out of which there are 82 with pool plus runes, and most notably 11 with sewer runes on player 7 and 8 difficulty. There are various lists with patterns, but this one seems to be the most common. The idea is to take waypoint to LK, find the area with a bonfire and 3 super chests, pop them and other clickables on the way, find a second one and restart the game. On single player with a good map, it is the best way to get high runes. Online on random maps and player 1 difficulty, this method loses efficiency by a lot. Best character to do this is of course a teleporting sorceress with a telekinesis. Otherwise, get as much plus faster run walk gear and harmony rune word in a bow, and run. Assassin, paladin and barb are second best due to run speed buffs they have. Alongside runes you will find tons of charms and gems. Next area is sewers. It is level 84 and 85 with second level having multiple super chests as well. Entrance to sewers can be found in Kurast Bazaar or Upper Kurast. Despite having higher level and ability to drop any unique item in the game, this is a terrible area to farm, especially on a budget. It has enormous size, undead dolls that explode on you, unfriendly pathways and obstacles, and in addition 4 kinds of immunes. I would not recommend to farm it with a budget character, and even later on only if you want some variety. Also, a single player with good layout and regular boss spawns can help efficiency and raise comfort here, with potentially some nice runes on P7 difficulty. Teleporting is a must here, so either a Stork or Enigma is the only viable way to go. Fire Stork will be the best. Temples. These are the side areas in Kurast Bazaar, Upper Kurast and Kurast Causeway. 3 of them are area level 84 and have fire, cold and magic immunes. The other 3 are level 85 and have fire, cold and light immunes. Generally, they are good areas to farm unique items. Each temple can spawn multiple boss groups and they are very small in size, which makes them attractive. However, the immunities make it really hard to find a character on a budget. For the first 3 I would recommend the Java Zone, and for the latter Wind Druid or Hammerdin. The rune-finding and disused reliquary located always on the same spot in Kurast Causeway, which makes it easier and faster to farm if you come from Travincal, so my choice goes for them out of those 6. Travincal, one of the best areas to farm runes, jewelry, facets and charms, but also one of the hardest to do so efficiently. We are talking specifically about council members. There are 3 types that have cold, fire and light immunity respectively. Bosses, Torque, Caleb and Ismail often spawn with additional immunity, even with physical one, so it is pretty hard area on the start when you do not have Infinity or Reaper Stall, or Lawbringer Sword for Act 5 Merc, as basically most of the damage types are covered. Needless to say that Hydras and occasional Conviction Aura will destroy all your summons and mercenary. If you are planning to farm this area early on, make sure to have 75 cold, fire and light resistances for you and your merc, or even more. The best option at the start will be Hammerdin. Potentially Wind Druid and Bone Necro are also manageable, but definitely harder as they deal less damage early on. Later on, Cold Sword, Zealer and Whirlwind Barb are the way to go. Players 3 is the optimal difficulty to farm on, but P1 is not bad either for the start. Mephisto. Oh yeah, that guy who gets humiliated every season ladder start. Located in the Durance of Hate level 3, best way to get there is to turn left from the waypoint on level 2. He is level 87, which allows him to drop high quality items, but he is capped with treasure class 78, so he cannot drop the top tier items. However, all your Shakos, Skin of a Viper Magi, Arachnid Mesh, Herald of Zakarum, Oculus, Reaper's Stole and many more will be dropping here left and right after some time. This is the best place to gear up early on. On single player, roll a map that has entrance to level 3 right next to waypoint. Online you will need to follow left, which may take longer for not teleporting characters. Skip mobs on level 3 and go directly to Mephisto using teleport stuff if you are not a Sorc. However, Blizzard Sorceress is the best choice here. Just lure him out and use so-called moat trick to easily damage him when he is harmless. Pop the chest behind him, go to Act 4, rinse and repeat. And these are all the spots to farm in Act 3. Other areas are lower levels like Swampy Pit and dangerous enough to outweigh the benefit of being always by the waypoint and having smaller size. As usually, let me know what's your favorite place to farm in Act 3 and what build do you use for that. And for now, thank you for watching and see you next time.